Hi.
This is the 10th Fish and Friend podcast.
Fuck. That's like an anniversary. Hey, let's hear it.
I don't think 10 is much of an anniversary. Maybe once we get to
600.
no, like 30.
Well, think about it like this, right? Did you think you were going to make it to 10?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, that's what I mean. There's
when
some
we
doubt in
started-
your mind.
I pictured myself in university, being home, being in my dorm at 11, talking on the podcast.
Wow. Cool.
That's a good fantasy I had.
I didn't think about that at all.
Yeah, I don't have any thoughts.
I set my expectations very low, so that,
Yeah.
it's easier to be surprised. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick.
Hi.
What's up? How's your week?
It was a week. I worked a lot. I got mandated to work. I got a bunch of games in the mail, like Resident Evil Director's Cut and Final Fantasy anthologies and stuff. Pretty solid games. Been playing a little bit, but mostly the same as last week, just working.
Nice stuff. Hey, Brogan.
Yeah.
You got it.
Is that Nick? Is that all your week?
Yeah, basically. I hung out with Noah, and you guys came over for a little
You
bit.
hung out with
That's
Noah?
about it. Yeah.
What was Noah like?
He's cool.
We
I
had a
hung out
sweet-
with him 2 nights in a row or something, because it was thundering and lightning, so I just didn't want to drive.
Oh, shit, dude.
We just played Street Fighter and Tekken, and almost beat Soul Calibur 2, the Weapons Master mode. Not quite though, because that game is a fucking bitch.
Oh, okay.
Did everyone get fired from your job?
Not this week, but that Ian guy is back.
Oh, Ian. He's really good.
Yeah.
So you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Shoutouts to Noah.
Well, my week. What?
Wii U.
Okay.
At least it's shoutouts to Noah, but
My week. Did a lot of hanging out.
yeah,
Did a lot of mucking around.
yeah.
I got Pokemon Go. We'll talk about that later. I don't know. I just did some swimming. I was home alone all weekend. I had a couple people over, so that was fun. Fucking Lily got annihilated.
Shoutouts to
Got
Bill.
so drunk. Shoutouts to Bill. Whoop. She got really fucked up, like she always, as she does. So that was stressful, and I don't know. Hosting an event at your house is stressful because you gotta worry about people fucking around.
Peeing on the sofa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
It's rough. I never
A guy
really.
peed on my sofa once.
Really?
How was that?
I don't know. I'm not gonna divulge into who it was or anything, but there was a bunch of hydromorphone, fucking broken open capsules and shit, and on the floor, and a top of a syringe, and there was piss on yeah.
Oh, I got a good idea of who it was now.
Don't say it if you
I
know.
won't.
But
I know who it is.
It
now.
was Bill.
yeah.
It was Bill.
Well, if you just said it, yeah, definitely. And I
wasn't-
cleaned it up
It wasn't Bill.
Gross.
anyway.
Um.
Continue.
Yeah. So I don't know. Everyone just got drunk here. Ethan shoutouts to Ethan threw up all over my floor.
Really?
Yeah, he just fuck notifications, dude. No, he just fucking drank a whole bunch and then was taking muscle relaxants and shit because Kevin had muscle relaxants.
What the fuck, dude? You're not supposed to do that shit.
He's taking muscle relaxants and shit, and then he's like, Brogan, I'm feeling pukey. Bring me something to puke in. And I'm like, just go to the fucking bathroom. He's like, no, I can't move. I'm like, Ethan, you can move. And he's like, no, I can't. So I try to get him up. He just puked and then collapsed into the puke.
Ooh.
It was a lot of puke. It wasn't even like a little bit, like projectile vomited from my couch to like my kitchen.
Team America puke?
Yeah, like everywhere.
Classic.
And then
Classic
collapsed into it. He's wearing women's clothing. It's just a messy night.
Yeah.
Anyway, then today, I don't know, just ate a lot of pizza while I was home alone. Then tonight, I went out with Dylan and, hung out.
Who?
You little fucking asshole.
You son of a bitch.
And Ethan's moving. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Anyway, so let me divulge into this. So, the Pride Parade in Halifax was Friday or Saturday. No, Saturday, yeah. And my friend who was supposed to go with me, I had two people going. One of them couldn't go, so I had like a space open. And then Ethan said he wanted to go, so he went to go pick up Ethan. And I guess he wasn't allowed to go because he had to do chores, but he didn't tell us that. So he just hopped in the car and we drove away. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I came out here. And I was supposed to tell you I wasn't allowed to go, but I went anyway." I'm like, "Yeah, my parents are gonna kill me." So that he wasn't supposed to stay at my house that night. I had like the get together, but he did because he didn't want to go home because he didn't want to face his parents.
Ooh.
So when he got back, they kicked him out of his house and he has to go live with his dad in Annapolis Valley, which is like 2 hours away from where we live. So
Yeah.
Ethan's gonzo. Leaves tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw that on, or Morgan showed me that on Twitter, and I was like, ooh.
On Reddit.
And I went.
That's ridiculous, though, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's why would you kick your he has to finish high school in fucking Annapolis Valley, like it's so shitty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we went to go get him tonight to hang out with him because like I wanted to see him before he fucking left. So I went to go get Brooklyn and Dylan and Ben and Ethan to go hang out. And then fucking they went to go fucking swimming, dude.
Huh.
I just texted them. They're like, "Oh, we're swimming." So I'm like, I coughed and I was like, "Okay, whatever."
Hey, Rogan.
So I don't know. Kind of sucks because I can't even see him.
Something you could have done to preemptively make sure that those plans would have followed through is, let Ethan know that you're gonna pick him up.
I did. I let Ben know that that we were gonna hang out. Or I let Ethan know. Like I did, but they went.
Oh.
Because they took.
Ethan said that he didn't know that, and also I didn't know that either.
Guess what?
What?
Ethan's a fucking dirty liar.
Ben knew. I don't know. I can't hold them. I don't think I carried the plans as seriously as I should have, so I can't really hold them for blame. I don't know. It just sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Hey, what can you do?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my week.
So what about yours, Dylan?
Hey, my week is rocky. I'll start with the good, and I won't say the bad. I went to Dollarama today, and I got some purple underwear, and I'm wearing them right now.
They sell underwear there?
Yeah, there's a certain Dollarama that sells underwear. And
I'm wearing blue underwear right now.
I went to Pita Pit. It's a pita store that sells pitas, and they're pretty tasty. I did that today. I hung out with Rogan today. What else did I do? I seen a Callie and Marie Amiibo set today. I was like, wow, that's pretty cute.
Did you buy it?
No. Also, the final Splatfest was last weekend. Or the weekend that just passed. And Marie won. I'm pretty happy about it.
Which one's that? She's a green
The
one?
cute one.
Which one?
Cute.
What color?
The cute one. Yeah, okay. And,
Okay.
frick, I forget everything.
Hey, did you know that their names are portmanteau of calamari?
Yep.
Cool.
Cool, bro. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's pretty much it.
That's it. Wait, what about what happened? You said you had a story to tell to me today, and you said you'd save it for the podcast.
Oh yeah. So, a couple days ago, I was playing Pokemon Go and I met up with Brogan, and then my battery died and I left. And I'm on my way home. There was a train. I heard the train, so I started running for the train, and I catched up to it, dude. Like I started at the like. By the time I got to the tracks, me and the front of the train were side by side. So I was like, yes, I'm gonna experience this whole train on my walk home, and I did. And after the train, I looked up in the deep night sky, and I seen a shooting star, and I wished, and I wished for Brogan to, I wished for something about Brogan, like to stop being a fucktard or something,
Yeah.
something along those lines.
It won't ever work.
Huh?
That's a wish that won't come true until he's dead or something. So.
And yeah. And then I went home.
Hey, what can you do?
Yeah, exactly.
So, Pokemon Go, huh?
Oh, Pokemon.
More like Pokemon blow my mother and shoot me in the fucking head.
Yeah.
Pokemon do that.
Yeah.
I was playing Pokemon before it was released in Canada because I downloaded the file and I installed it on my phone and I was playing it before many others in Canada. And I was glad of it.
Okay. What are your opinions on Pokemon Go?
It's fun. Except it takes up a bunch of battery.
That's true.
And that's no good. It's pretty crazy, like to see a bunch of people playing it in one spot though.
Yeah.
Like that's like a completely new thing that has never happened before.
Yeah, it is true. That's really cool.
Like you don't see people playing video games outside because you play video games inside, but now they're playing them outside. It's pretty crazy.
I like it though. It's refreshing.
Yeah, like you have to play the video game outside.
Wow. I like it a lot too. And I got it like 3 days after it was released in Canada. 'Cause I thought it cost money for some reason. I thought it cost like $10 or something.
Yeah, I thought it did too. It doesn't?
No, it's free.
No, it's free.
What the fuck? I heard that it cost money.
Same.
I don't know where
No,
you
but then-
hear that.
Yeah, no, I heard the exact same thing was $10.
That's really weird.
So some people I work with were playing it, and I was like, "Dang, it's free," and they're like, "Yeah, go download it." So I downloaded it, and I don't know, it's really fun. It's just like, because you can literally play it anywhere, right? So it's just like whatever you're doing, you can play it too. So that's what I like about it, and like, I don't know, it's like nothing but good. Like,
Except for
you
the
can't
servers.
really put a negative. Yeah, that's true.
Servers are garbage.
You can't really put in. You can't really put a negative spin on it, like,
I'm gonna damn well fucking try, Brogan.
because everyone's like, oh, fucking, a pedophile could put a lure out and attract some kids at 10 at night, but it's like, it doesn't fucking, like, people don't fucking realize this, is that it doesn't add to the problems that are already there. Like, oh, people are playing it while they're driving and they're fucking getting in car accidents. Well, people fucking text while they drive and get in car accidents, right? Like, it's not adding to anything. It's just like there. You know what I mean? It's not causing.
Hey man, I'll tell you fucking problem it causes. All right.
What?
Cancer. Gives you cancer in your fucking fingers.
Oh
And
God.
your anus.
I'm saying that it doesn't cause more problems. It just there's already pre-existing problems that it just becomes part of. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't put a negative spin on it unless you're sensationalizing shit. Like, it's a game where you have to go outside to play and walk around, and then you meet people doing it. Like, there's nothing bad about it. Like, we went to a Pokestop in town, and there was like 14 other people there, and we were just talking to them all and hanging out with them. And there's this other dude had a gazebo, and we were just talking to him and like catching Pokemon and shit. And it was just, I don't know, it was just fun.
Yeah, that guy at the gazebo, he was kind of weird. He had like, you know those weird
He was-
light up things he had, like around his
Yeah.
ankle. I thought that was like those things that like the government puts on you so that you don't leave the country. I thought that's what they were, but I'm like, that doesn't really make sense that it's lighting up. so yeah.
There's like Skechers sneakers, like the ones that you hit the ground and they like
There's something like
start
that.
blinking.
No, this guy was weird though. He was 25, so he showed up with these. He was longboarding with this other dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, oh, they're just friends because there's this like guy there. He's probably like he looked like he was like 15 or something, and then the guy like he looked older, but he looked like someone who could have been like 19, but just looked like he was way older. Like
Yeah.
I would have guessed him 19. Then his friend was 15. Then he was like, oh yeah, I'm just here with my son, and I'm like, I didn't like ask anything, and then he was talking like, yeah, I'm 25, and his son was like, his son looked like it could have been his friend. Like I thought his son was like 15.
That's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really weird. And I'm like, what? You have a son that's like longboards with you and catches Pokemon and has like a chin beard, like, and you're 25. It was just really like weirding me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna put. Okay.
Well, trying to think of anything else to say. I don't know. I like it. Like I think it's fun. It's like a lot. It's really fun. You go, Nick.
Okay. I just keep cutting you off today, but I'm gonna put my negative spin on this. All right. I'll
Okay.
pretense this. This is not anything against the game. It's just my opinion of it, obviously.
Okay.
One, I've never really liked Pokemon games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you're a fucking detective, you can probably deduct that I'm not gonna like a mobile Pokemon game, right?
Yeah.
So, that's really my thing. It's just, I don't know. I have a fucking problem when something becomes like really, really popular and everybody talks about it. It bothers me. You know what I mean?
Because you're a fucking
like-
hipster.
No, it's not because of that. Like even something like fucking
Mario Brothers.
like that ape that got killed. You know what I mean?
Harambe.
It's like-
Harambe.
People just talk about stuff like that all the time. There's tweets, even though I don't even like go on Twitter. Like I see them, and it's just like it's like when
Dicks out for Harambe.
fucking clueless fucking people are like, wow, if you don't like Pokemon Go, then what the fuck's your problem? You know what I mean? Like fucking white inbred fucking people. Like, anyway, when anything gets like popular like that, it just bothers me hearing about it. And I wish I could just get away from it, and I can't because it's fucking everywhere. It's in all fucking gaming news and all news. Like literally, my dad's talking about it, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to hear about this. Everybody's
you
talking
should-
about it.
Maybe you
Shut
should
up,
just
Dad.
play it.
No, because I wouldn't care for it. I have so many fucking games to play. Like even
I
games.
thought I
that I'm-
wouldn't care for it either, but it's like you just play it anywhere you go.
No, but that's my thing. I'd rather stay inside and play a game than go out and play a game. I'd rather go out to walk than play a game outside.
Yeah, but if you're visiting
Yo.
Kirby's cabin, you can just play it there.
No, but I wouldn't do that though because I like thinking a lot. I like being in my mind thinking about stuff
Brogan.
and like entertaining myself in my mind. So
Brogan, I don't think you can change his mind.
yeah, no, I've thought about this long and hard. Because I suggested this last week for a topic, but then I was kind of like more like, I'm not gonna say angry, but more annoyed with it. I feel like now because I've been trying to, because I know it's on all the news sites, I'm blocking myself out completely. Like, I don't know. It's just like seriously. Here's a good analogy, right?
Yeah.
It's like when Evo happens, right? And people are talking about how Smash Brothers is more technical than like Tekken or Virtua Fighter, right? It's
Yeah.
because it has like a popularity that makes people think that it's better than other things. You know what I mean? When it's not that it isn't. It might well be better than other games and stuff, but the thing is, it's like play other fucking games. You know, have a variety of games, play all sorts of things. That's where I'll end that. Because a majority of people playing it just play that, which I guess there's nothing wrong with. But I mean, like, you know, that's where I'll end it. Fuck me in the asshole.
I guess my only issue with it could be people. It just bugs me people who don't know anything about like Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying. Like the inbred white people are just like, and like the white girls that fucking wear Hollister.
All the
Nothing against
normies
white
are
girls that
playing it.
wear Hollister, but the normies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just like,
Yeah.
oh look, I caught a fucking bird.
I got a
I
bird.
caught a fucking dingo dial. And I caught Crash Bandicoot.
What's the evolution of bird?
Birder.
Birdinite.
Birdo. Fuck.
I caught Hentai.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hentai
Hell yeah.
the dog.
Hentai?
Hentai, the legendary dog.
Oh, I get that joke.
Hey guys, I caught a hentai.
Hentai is amazing, though. Hentai's
Hell?
fucking great.
Let's hear it for hentai.
That's good.
Um,
All right. Is that all the thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm spent.
I'm spent. Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, time travel.
It's time travel right now.
We kind of talked about this last week about like your favorite year or whatever, but I think this one could be a little bit cooler because it's like time travel, fucking 2 seconds in the past, and you poop on yourself.
That would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Think about it, like you time travel like a couple seconds into the past, and it's just like, what? It's like you're the same person. Like nothing changes.
Yeah.
Well, like, let's ignore the time travel paradoxes for tonight.
Oh fuck. That's the only thing I was gonna talk about.
The paradoxes, because it's like,
Because I've been playing Chrono Trigger, and
Yeah.
the first very section of the game is just like, it's about rescuing that queen, but because you don't do it, like she dies. But
Yeah.
if you went back in the past, it'd be inevitable that you do that, so she wouldn't die.
and you
So
have no
then
reason
the
to travel
person-
back in the past.
Yes. It. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
it's
won't talk about that.
My fucking dog gets hit by a train, so I just go back like a minute, move the dog away, then I go back in the future, and my dog's still dead. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like, oh wait, now I have no reason to go back in time because my dog survived, but in turn my dog died because I didn't go back in time to save it because it didn't have no reason to.
Yeah, my brain split apart.
Yeah, that's fun stuff.
But I mean, I guess the paradoxes don't really work. I mean, if you're time traveling just to experience a different time and not to like fix something,
Hmm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, like it's like, oh, I want to travel back to the '60s and listen to the fucking music. Like, okay, like
That's something.
What?
I've never thought really about that.
Like, if you don't go back with a reason, then you're not gonna get stuck in a paradox.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about music just because that was about like last time's topic of yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'd like to travel back to like, I don't know, like fucking 20s and just like snap my fingers to the groove of the streets, the beat of the streets,
Oh.
and wear top hats and
Oh
fuck
yeah.
around and
I'd like
that'd be
to.
fun.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. But I would go to like 1938, and I'd kill Hitler. Man.
Yeah. Let's hear it
Yeah.
for Hitler.
Think about that too. That would probably create like a bunch more problems. I think if World War II didn't happen, I think a lot of things would actually be worse in this
Yeah.
time period.
We'd be like back, like technology wouldn't have advanced as far as it did. We'd probably be back in like the fucking 80s by now.
Yeah, which might be a good thing, depending on your worldview. But
Maybe.
Music would be different. It'd just be like tones, just solid tones. Everybody would be wearing chrome.
think about that. Fucking Roger Waters from Pink Floyd wouldn't be writing fucking stupid ass motherfucking songs.
Yeah, imagine like Roger Waters and his baritone men, and just an album of tones in different keys. It's like, ooh, for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And this one's like, ma.
Definitely did.
And then it's like, man, E flat for 4 minutes and 55 seconds is the best album closer of all time. And then your buddy's like, excuse me? I think B sharp for 3 minutes and 12 seconds is the best album closer of all time. And you get in a fucking gun duel and kill one of them.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
And every band would be named after a fucking note, but then they would run out, so they would just fucking start naming like random letters
B flat
with
number
random exponents.
B flat number 13.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
13th B flat.
ZZ to the 12th.
Yeah.
Hey, what about the future though? What about time traveling to the future?
Well, I was thinking of like, yo, you know how like, let's say you make a decision and then like, that decision has like a big effect on your life. Like
Yeah.
that kind of goes back to the life-changing event thing. Like, what if I didn't move in grade 9? So it's like,
Yeah, that'd be weird. Yeah.
It's like, whoa. It's like you go back
That'd
in
be
time.
a cooler.
Let's say you go back
Like,
in
yeah.
time and you do something small, but in the future it's like, instead of a blue house, this is a red house now. Just because you like sat on a bench. like a guy walks past you and you're wearing a red shirt and he's like, I like that color, I'm gonna paint my house that color.
It's like Animal Crossing when you just talk to a random villager and they're like, "Oh yeah, I painted your fucking roof for you."
Shit.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, because I was actually gonna, when I moved here, I was actually gonna move to like a place in North River. So I went to like North River School, and think about the people that would be fucking there. No offense to people that came from North River,
Me.
but I mean,
I have.
you were in North River?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you would have met Morgan.
Wow, I didn't know
You would
that.
have met Morgan a lot sooner too.
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't have dated her then, because then I would have like fucking known her since I was a little kid, and then been like,
Hated her.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, I almost moved to Alabama in grade 7.
Really?
Yeah.
I can imagine you like fucking like wearing a fucking 10-gallon hat and like
Yes.
a white like dress shirt, and it's like, hey y'all, what's going on?
That would have been hot.
Yeah.
Alabama's a pretty
That'd-
hot place.
Well,
Is that it?
yeah.
Is that what the
think so.
silence is telling me?
Well, I mean, what else do you want to talk about? Fucking time travel, dude?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah, don't fucking bring it up then.
what have you been listening
you.
to recently, Brogan?
Recently,
That's our next topic.
you talking music that came out recently, or what I've been listening to recently?
What you've been listening to recently?
I've been really digging Joy Division and New Order. Just a lot of post-punk, a lot of fucking, moody music. Sunny Day Real Estate. I mean, they're like not post-punk, but they're nice and moody, nice and emo. I don't know, because I'm not a moody emo dude, but I really like listening to really moody fucking like angsty music. Because it just reminds me of a nicer time when everyone was moody. I like being
They
moody.
still fucking are. Oh my god.
What?
Everybody's still fucking moody. Go on the internet, watch a bunch of fucking people talking about world issues, and you'll see all the fucking moody people in the world.
Look, I'm not on the outside looking in here.
Not that stuff. I mean, like, people talking about how... Okay, I'm going to get a lot of fire for this, but I'm just going to say it quick and not elaborate on it. People talking about how there's fucking issues between gender in the world, and that's where we're going to end it. Bye.
Nice.
Bye, Nick.
I don't want to get killed by the people who listen to this, so I'm not going to say anymore.
Don't worry,
All
nobody
15.
listens.
Oh, okay, well then...
Olivia listens. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out
Actually, unshout out to Olivia. I just negated that shout out.
Okay.
shout outs to Lauren McQuaid.
I don't even know who Lauren McQuaid is, or maybe I do.
I work with her.
Yo, weren't we
Okay.
supposed to talk about music?
Yeah, I
Look,
guess.
I completely
Mac
forgot.
DeMarco. I'm really into Mac DeMarco right now.
Shit.
And the 1975.
Shit.
No. Fuck
And
the
the Alt J. The Alt J.
Fuck Alt J. You're just talking about that graffiti on the wall.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I wish I could remember the other name, but anyway.
That's all they are.
No, there's a guy, just a guy's name. Anyway, whatever.
Daniel Crevice.
Yeah, yeah. Close enough.
No, I don't know. That's what I've been into recently. I mean, Sublime. I'm always rocking Sublime.
Mm-hmm.
Always listening to Sublime. But I don't know. New Order. I really dig New Order.
Mm.
But that's about it. I don't know. When I get into new bands, I don't really get into a bunch of music at once. Like,
I usually
always
listen
just
to their first album, usually, is what I do.
yeah, same. Or like, I'll look up like best whatever album. Because there's a site called like best albums, like bestalbum.com, something like that, or bestsomething.com. And it's like fans rate like songs and albums. And it's like fans, it's not fucking like popularity. So it's like, I know with the White Stripes, like White Blood Cells is their #1 album, even though Elephant was their best-selling one. But White Blood Cells is the better one.
Mm-hmm.
So like on there, like it's always right. It's always what you want to listen to. So that's a good site. You should check it out.
That's great.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it because I don't really usually listen to a whole lot of new music at once.
That's some music for you.
Yeah, that's good.
Some music I've been listening to recently is Cry to More Waves Part 1 and 2. It's French house music,
Ooh.
and it was made in the early 2000s, and I really enjoy it. I just found it like maybe a month ago. I've been listening to it ever since.
Yeah, you linked it in the chat, so I might check it out.
Okay, yeah, good
Maybe.
stuff, good stuff.
Is that it though for you?
Yeah, I mean it's 2 whole
Nothing-
hours. I mean there's enough there to listen to.
What about Major Organ and the Adding Machine, huh?
No, I have been listening to them.
Darn. Nick,
All right.
do you ever listen to new music, Nick?
I don't know. Recently, I haven't been really listening to a lot of new music. It's just been like... Well, I got back into Daft Punk again.
Yeah.
Because I haven't listened to their stuff. So, like, I think like a month or 2 ago, I bought other albums, but I've been still listening to them. Like, their first album I never really listened to, but I've been listening to that, like, a lot. I've been listening to...
Homework and Discovery.
Yeah. Discovery is better in my opinion. But anyway, I've also been listening to a lot of video game music, which I haven't really done since I was in like grade 9. Like actually like seeked out video game music and been listening to it. So I've been listening to like Final Fantasy VII stuff again and like Earthbound and right like the last couple of days I've been listening to like Daytona USA, like Let's Go Away, like the arcade version, like on a fucking loop, and it's been stuck in my head
Very good.
for literally like 3 days.
That's a very good song.
Chrono Trigger Battle Music 1.
Yeah, I have been. Oh, Chrono Trigger as well. I've been listening to like Frog's theme and Battle Music 1, and I've been playing through the game, so I've been hearing it too. I was actually listening to an Ocarina cover of Frog's theme, like I think yesterday.
That sounds like it's probably really good.
It is. I think it's better than the original song. It sounds so like full.
You guys should check out my video where I make the Elder Scrolls theme in Ocarina of Time.
I've already fucking seen it.
Yeah, it's a good video.
Yeah.
I'll link it in
It'll
the
be like an
description
hour.
of the video.
Do it.
Alright.
Anyway, but that's about all I've been listening to. Recent memory, like just mostly like electronic stuff, I guess you could say. Like older video game music, I guess, kind of is electronic.
Yay.
So, 'cause sometimes rock music fucking takes it out of you, or any type of music like that's like constructed with like instruments. I don't know. I guess electronic music is too, but I mean in a different way. Sometimes you just want to like go like bob your fucking head to something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I always want to do that.
Yeah, like exactly.
Definitely did. Yo.
Yeah.
Could we talk really quickly about the Buddhist belief of samsara, which is the endless cycle of rebirth and death, as well as the idea that life is suffering? Just real quick, you know?
Of course.
Okay.
Cool, dude.
I knew this was coming. Like before I even saw the topic list, I knew you guys wanted to talk about this. I just had a feeling.
Really?
Yeah. Well, when I think about you, Dylan, and you, Brogan, I think about the Buddhist belief of samsara, which is the endless cycle of rebirth or death, as well as the idea that life is suffering.
That's very flattering.
That's weird.
Well, you know.
Because when I look at you, I don't necessarily think you believe in the Buddhist belief of samsara, which is the endless cycle of rebirth and death, as well as the idea that life is suffering. But I think of you as someone who has a lot of opinions about the Buddhist belief of samsara, which is the endless cycle of life or death, and as well as someone who has the idea of life is suffering.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I think I do. I think about that a lot.
Brian, you
That's good.
took it too far. What?
I don't agree with that.
Right. Well,
Anyway.
different strokes for different folks, you know. Let
Mhm.
let the listeners decide.
Well, I've always, you know, I like. I don't know if it's just me being a fucking pussy dude, but I don't like the idea that once you die, it's over. Because the way I've always thought about it is like, so when you die, you know, you decompose and shit, but like everything that exists, like doesn't just go away, right? Like if something takes up space in the world, it can't just disappear, right?
Yep.
So, no matter how like microscopic or small it is, your consciousness has to take up some space in the world because it exists.
Mm-hmm.
So when you die, you know, they can't just go away. They can't just like decompose, and that doesn't make any sense for it to happen. So, like, where does it go, right? Like the essence of you and like your personality and everything that makes up who you are still exists somewhere after you die.
Definitely.
So, I believe in like old souls too. Like, you know, why are some people just seem to be born wise? You know, like nothing in their family like would, you know, like tell them that they're gonna be like that, or like they're not like anything like their parents or their siblings, but they're just born wise. I don't know.
Benny's an old soul.
Weird. Well, look at like you go to school and you see like 20 people, you know, wearing the exact same clothes, talking about the same shit, acting the same. Like they're probably like first time around the fucking earth. Like their souls got created the day they were born. But then people like, I don't know, people who are
Like you?
know, no, like you, I guess. I don't know. I think of you as an old soul a lot.
Thank you.
Like you're just like you're wise and shit like that, and like you just.
You're
You're
wise
just-
and all that fucking bullshit. I fucking
Well, you're
spew
just
to my
different.
mouth.
And you're wise.
You're
Like,
wise and shit, bro.
or like Jake. Jake's pretty like, you know, unique. And I feel like it's because there's pieces of his fucking past life, you know, still inside of him.
Yeah, maybe.
So, you know, I feel like that has to mean something. I don't really agree with the idea that life is suffering, though.
Well, see, I learned about this topic from religions class last year. We were talking about Buddhism and stuff. And the reason they say that life is suffering is because it's like, you always have to like, there's always like a challenge to overcome. But like once you exit the cycle of rebirth and death, it's like, you're just good. Like, you're good for the rest of time.
What if the cycle is endless? How do you exit it?
You need to find enlightenment.
Achieve higher. So
Like meditating
once you
and
live-
stuff.
once you live through enlightenment, you exit the cycle.
I think it has to do something about karma. Like you meditate and you're nice and you get good karma, and like you collect that karma over your multiple lives, and once you get enough, I guess you just get enlightenment. I think that's how it works. It's been a while.
That's I can get behind that. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm pretty like I don't know. I'm just really happy. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I'm suffering. I mean, unless like the idea that life is suffering, and then once you achieve enlightenment, like unless that enlightenment is like infinitely better than what I'm experiencing now, maybe I just haven't experienced it. So like right now, I think that everything's good when in actuality compared to that, it's like complete fucking garbage. Maybe that's what they mean. But I don't know. I'm just pretty like satisfied.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not explaining it correctly because like I don't know. When the teacher was explaining it, it made a lot of sense. Like life is like you gotta do stuff, and it's tough. I don't know. What do you think, Nick?
I really go back and forth on what I believe about what happens when you die and stuff, and what life is necessarily. But right now, I'm leaning to believe that I don't believe the Buddhist belief of samsara, which is the endless cycle of rebirth and death, as well as the idea that life is suffering. You know,
What do you believe in?
I just believe that life is what it is, which it isn't. It's just existing, and there's nothing after it. There's nothing before it. It's just what it is. Because I think it's just because humans' intellect is like at a point where it can decide what it thinks life is, but like other animals and stuff, no. because they don't have to think about what life and death is, because they know that it is what it is, which is it's an experience of consciousness, and when it's over, it's over.
That's weird.
So
I think it's
yeah, I know, but I can't explain it like any better. It's just I don't believe that there's anything before or after. I think it's just existing.
yeah, but
And I think it's a question that people have been wondering about for years. Like, that's why religions were created and all this stuff. Which, again, I don't believe in any religion because I think it's all just ancient
Mumbo
monkey
jumbo.
text. Ancient monkey text.
yeah, I could sort of agree with that, but it's like it's kind of hard to think that. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Like, fuck, it had something to do with like being conscious. Like, it's hard to think that. Fuck, I don't know. I'm bad at talking. Whatever, who cares?
Well, what about like, I don't know. I hear about this happening sometimes. So like, this happened to someone who's in my family. So he grew up, and he had this dog, right?
Yeah.
And you know, he was older and he moved away, and the dog was like 14, and he was gone for a couple months, and he came back, and while he was gone, the dog just like, you know, kind of fell off the wagon, like it was getting sick and shit, and wasn't eating, and they were talking about putting it down, and then whenever they talked about putting it down, the next day the dog would be like fine, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, well, you know, I guess it's just kind of going through something, like maybe he'll bounce back from it. So they kind of stopped talking about putting it down. And then the day the guy came back home, the dog like just ran to see him and slept with him that night. So he went to bed and woke up, and the dog wasn't in bed with him. And they went out, and he was under the deck, like he died under the deck. So he just waited, like kept himself from dying, you know, and like kept his owners from putting him down for like 2 months just to see like him again, and then he like decided to die.
Jesus Christ.
So it's like, how do they know? You know what I mean? Like, humans can't do that. Humans can't decide like, okay, like I've outlived my, you know, I've done what I need to do. I'm gonna go die now. Like, humans can't do that, but how come animals can do that?
Well, maybe
right?
they can do that. Have you ever been near death?
No.
I think humans can do that. Because, like, think about people with terminal cancer. They push through it and have... It's just because we have doctors. It's not, like, this as poetic as that. It's because people are in a hospital bed for months and months, but they're fighting through it, even though they probably know that they're going to die. But a lot of times when people die, it's like they know it's the day that they're going to die. There's a feeling about it. Which, again, to go back to your question, I can't really explain that, but I think it's just something that you know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's just because obviously you're used to living because you live every day of your life. So when it's coming near an end, it's like eating like food or something, eating like a fucking cake, a piece of cake. When you have the last bite, you know that it's the last bite.
That's a weird way to put it, but I actually like totally understand. I don't know, that must mean something. Like, that wouldn't be able to happen unless we didn't have some sort of connection to, like, you know.
I'm not saying we don't have connection to some weird entity, I guess, but I think there might be something, like a god or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% against it, but I'm not sure that it's like as conventional as people are saying. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think there's some sort of energy, like there's something beyond us that we can't really fully grasp until we experience it. But I don't really think there's like, you know, some fucking... There's like a dude in the sky like popping shit with fucking puppet strings, dude. I think he's just... I think there's just something we can't like grasp, but it's there.
Magic.
Something you can't grasp with science or, you know, explanation, but it's there. And once you know, you have to experience it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, miracles happen every day. You know? I would just say, because our brains are at such a big level, like, thinking about something that's like lunar or like outer space is kind of like hard for people to understand. So I think if there is something, like, whatever people think about what's out there, they're really simplifying it.
Yeah. Well, I got another weird story.
Okay.
This one will be quick.
All right.
You know Mr. Cameron, right?
Whoa, robot.
Yeah. So
Gray hair, short, history.
Okay, yeah, you did that too. Okay.
So anyway, he told this story. So when he went off to university, and he like explained this to us, like he experienced this. Like I don't think he just kind of made it up because it's pretty intricate.
Is this about the fucking no face?
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
he was off in university, and his dad got cancer, and they knew he was gonna die. Like he had terminal cancer and shit. So he was studying, doing some shit. Then he went to bed, and he had this dream of like his father's face, like saying his name was Scott, and his father's was just his face, like it was saying Scott, Scott. Then he woke up the next morning, and he was like, "My father died. I know it last night," because he had that dream. And then like his friend came in the room. It's like, "Oh, you're like they lived on a floor where there's like like there was a phone on like one phone for the entire floor."
Yeah.
So his friend came in and was like, "Your mother's on the phone." He's like, "Yeah, I know, my father died." And he's like, "What?" And he picked up the phone. His mom's like, "Yeah, like your father died last night in his sleep." So I don't know, dude. Unless he's just making that up, which would be a really weird story to make up.
I don't think he'd make that up. He's very honest, I believe.
Yeah, like that's like there's something there, dude. There's just something connecting us all together. I believe it.
Science.
I think there might be something as spirits, but I'm not sure if there's. I don't think there's an afterlife for like old souls. I think there's some. I don't know. Because I feel like when you die, your soul exits. Like you say that it stays around and like. I don't know if I believe in that. I think it disperses. But let's say his father's soul was doing that, and he wanted to connect to his son in some way, and that's what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, but again, if you talk to me next fucking week, I'm gonna have a completely different answer about all this shit. So.
Oh, we won't.
Imagine if this was a topic every week to accommodate for me.
We talk about it every week, and you're on the podcast every week. Yikes. Yeah. That would get pretty stale pretty fast.
We should just make an entire podcast dedicated to like the afterlife.
I don't think I'll do that.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Well, that's about it, yeah?
That about wraps it up.
Alright. If you enjoyed listening, you can follow on SoundCloud or subscribe on YouTube or pee your pants on iCloud or iTunes or whatever it's called.
Under Fish and Friend podcast.
Kids these days.
To
be notified when the next podcast is up. So, do you guys have any closing thoughts or what?
You should go.
It sounds like a no from you, Brogan.
No, I'm thinking you should go watch a movie. You should go watch some movies today.
No. I don't.
That was last week's.
Yeah, Brogan. Okay.
One movie a week.
Go read a book.
Okay.
Okay.
Go take in media.
Goodbye.
Bye.